this morning. Yes, indeed. Alright, we are going to we're listening to Tree of Life, 963 megahertz of Agio frequency. Powerful healing miracle tones raise positive vibrations by deep healing frequency. It is the middle of the night. And I went to bed early, so here I am, 1:44. Somebody's trying to get sober, because I woke up trying to get sick. So cheers to you. You can't really see me, but I'll give you what you got. Yeah, my lights flash now. They don't stay on. I don't like it either. But they give me these two little red dot things that ten 17. Alright, so listen. I'm gonna make my coffee in a minute. I am smoking, and I'm trying to keep it on the low. I'm working on it right now. No, I realize that, especially people that are new to this lifestyle, that music is just a little much for them to deal with. That's enough for them to go, I can't do this. And it will put you to sleep. It will make you sleepy. So this right here will make you sleepy too, but it's not the same. Like this brings you peace and You're so fucking special, dude. I don't even know what to do about you. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I had to mix my coffee. This is cold. Dive right in. This person is just in company. Need to know that somebody's out there that cares. Yeah, you too. Look at this. It's my baby. Come on. Air dry. Listen. 10 I've really not been up on. But it don't matter if I'm up long or not. Let's not make excuses. My ass sings all day long. Lord, listen. I got friends in lovely places. I'm gonna make my coffee. Oh, god damn, they want me to switch. I don't want to let go coffee. But I know and you know that if I quit my coffee, I'm gonna feel better about myself. I'm getting there. Like I just rolled out of bed. Okay. Somebody is sick. Somebody's having hot flashes. And somebody don't really have anybody to talk to about it. Cause I ain't ate nothing that can make me sick. So it ain't me. And outside of that, I've been sober for 7 years. What the fuck am I gonna have withdrawals off of? Or be coming down off of? Nothing. The first step is always just, it's always the most difficult, but I promise you it's the most worthy. I promise you, it is. You will get there. Listen, with all the shit I went through, and I've got 7 years behind me, whoever this is, your worst days are behind you. You just keep moving in the right direction and stay sober, and you're gonna make it. Your worst days are behind you. And for those of you who are karmically inclined, you just don't like to admit it, because it's much more fun to continue drinking and doing the stupid shit than it is to fucking fess up and say, I really don't like doing this shit anymore. I have seen the light. You really can see the light, and every day is an opportunity for you to get up and say, hey, not today, Satan, not today. I've been checking stuff out as I get a little bit of money here and there, and I'm letting it help me out. And because we all know I'm not in a position where I can just fucking box you up stuff, and there's already stuff out there that people can utilize, and where it's not necessary for me to come up with some kind of box that looks like somebody else's box. Why not just lead you to the box that's already there? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I can provide you so much, but just as anything else, other people can give you stuff too. And I'm about to show you a box that I think that if you're trying to get into recovery, and you're actually trying to do what you need to be doing to benefit recovery, it's not just getting off drugs. I need to put that out there. Recovery is not just about drugs. It is about the entire system of you shifting into a different person. Period. I didn't believe it the first year of my sobriety. I was kind of understanding my second year of sobriety. My third year of sobriety, I started understanding completely. And I really started working on who I am. And I've been doing it ever since. Like, I was already working on who I was anyway, but in my third year, you'll see, in your third year, shit shifts. And it's almost like a balloon payment, dude, of divine resonance. It's insane, dude. It's insane. Like, your first year, at the end of your, about 9 months in, you'll get a burst. And about a year in, you'll get a burst. About 15 months, you'll get a burst. About 2.3 years, you'll get a burst. It won't be at your 2 year. It'll be a little bit after your 2 year. You'll get a burst. Listen. It's worth every minute of it. Every minute of it, it's worth it. I swear to you. Now, I'm gonna go fix my coffee. I can't listen to other kind of music because we'll get in trouble for it. Like, this isn't TikTok, people. This is YouTube. Now, I can get on TikTok if we would like, but, I mean, that, like, I'm talking to you right here, right now. I can get on TikTok and do different. Like, I can actually play, like, I want to play music that people can listen to, enjoy, and have fun with. I'll start doing that on TikTok. You'll start seeing me on TikTok. I'm going to start doing my studying to be able to grow my TikTok. Oh! I gotta go make my coffee, but first I gotta smoke a minute. Who needs a man when you got yourself, right? Answers and all. I'm the complete package. Listen, I've met a lot of men. Ain't nobody fart like I do. Nobody. No, listen. I'm that pig that grandma say you're gonna have to sit at the kids' table. probably fit in better. Listen, I'm going barefoot. To all my friends, I'm glad you're here. Okay. I'm gonna wait for that coffee to stir up. I'm actually gonna roll one. I don't condone illegal things. This is all legal in my state. Alright, anyway. It's not good stuff you gotta keep in a jar. You can't let it stay in a bag. You can't leave it sit out. Don't. That's my stone for the morning. Actually, it's not. I might use a small one because I already have some on the plate. So, like, I need some definition. You know who I'm talking to. And you need to know that I'm probably not going to leave the state of Michigan. So, if you're trying to help me buy a farm, probably should try doing it here in Missouri. I found some places over by where I grew up. But I know that Michigan is the place for me because in Michigan City, Michigan City is in Indiana. That's where I grew up. And I know this is where I'm supposed to be. I just haven't figured out if I'm supposed to be... I don't think I'm supposed to be sitting in where I'm at right now. Like, I'm out where I'm supposed to be, but, like, I'm not supposed to stay, like, right here. But, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna veer too far from this area. It would kind of be hypocritical for me to get myself lifted up and then leave like everybody else did that got themselves lifted up. I just hope that when I get myself situated enough and I start getting out there and clapping for the recovering addict, they'll join in on the process. I also want to put this out here. We have an awareness, so 203, flag alert, flag alert. We are going to be talking about people making decisions for their lives. As parents, we need to understand that our children, regardless of whether or not they talk to us, are guided by the decisions that we make. Once you become a parent, your decisions are not yours anymore. Your kids are a reflection of your decisions. Yesterday I ran across a thing on YouTube. Hold on, I'll bring the speaker up closer. Not YouTube, TikTok. And it was the saddest fucking story. The saddest fucking story. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, oh my god. There's people out there talking. Cool. 1:12 in the morning. I don't really get messed with here, like, I don't. Nobody messes with me here. Except the legalities of the ex-husband that hasn't accepted the fact that I signed the papers in 2007. If you didn't want a divorce, you shouldn't have stuck your dick in another bitch. Anyway. Granted, I can't get my licenses, but it's because he doesn't want me to work out. He doesn't believe that I need to be working out in that stuff like that. I mean, he sang a whole song about it. I'm not letting you fucking work. Okay, you're right. You stand right here with me. I'm like, okay. But listen, I got to be able to play cards, and I got to be able to turn stones. And you got to be able to help people build houses. Yeah, I gotta have lots of animals and gardens. Yep, that's it. Been looking at farmhouses everywhere but in Michigan. And said, well, maybe that's a sign he doesn't want you there. He wrote a whole song about making sure that I stay right there with him, and I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not working corporate, and I'm just gonna have to deal with it, suck it up, and figure out something to do with myself that makes me happy in the house. Just like, now I'm sitting there like, well, thank you for being my friend. Travel down the road and back again. My heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you do a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And a card attached would say, thank you for being my friend. Do 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 do. Who the fuck did not grow up on some goddamn Golden Girls? Listen. Mm. My grandma and I didn't share much, but what we did share was great bread, sewing, and golden girls. Golden girls. Oh, and fried green tomatoes. First time I ever lied about where I was going. Involved fried green tomatoes. And babe, listen. I knew that night, you can't lie to these folks. They know what's cooking. It don't matter who you're with, what you're doing, how innocent or not innocent it is. My grandfather always knew what was going on with me. My grandfather always knew what was going on. Like, well, it's like us, you know, we raise our kids and they come home and they're all fucking high and drunk and they ain't done nothing but their eyes are swollen, they can't talk. And you're just like, yeah, kid. Listen, you probably shouldn't hang out with them people again. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong tripping over the garbage can. 20 minutes later, they're sick in the bathroom. I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing. You're just like, listen, child. There's only two ways for you to know how that thing goes. You've been there, done that, or you've been there for somebody who's been there, done that. When I was younger, I had a 1980 Granada. That was my first car ever. That motherfucker could fit 20 people in it. I shit you not, I did it. Like we counted. 20 people. Like, how the fuck? I don't know, but we did it. We did it. We counted 20 people in that fucking Granada, dude. Running down Old Stagecoach Road. 20 fucking people, that motherfucker, dude. Oh my god, 20 people. That was back when you can pull over the side, you know, like there was side roads all through town that you could go through and you could pull through and stop and smoke and get back in the car and fucking cruise the road again. You can't really do that down there anymore. But back then you could. Like, there was always a secret spot that you could pull in. I don't even remember where we'd go. Like, now the river is even popular, so you can't even go down to the river and actually have, you know, like, because now the river's popular. But anyway. I love my Granada. I love my Granada. My Granada loved me too. But my grandmother did not like when I ate and drive. And my grandmother didn't like when I worked too much. And one night, I had worked a lot of hours that week, and I was going to school full time to be a nurse. And I was having to travel. School was 45 minutes away, so I was having to travel back and forth to school 3-4 times a week. And then I was working too. And of course, when you're young, you want to spend time with your friends. Well, I got off work one night, and I don't remember getting home. But I woke up and my grandfather was sitting next to the bed, wondering if I was going to be okay. I had no idea what was outside. I had no idea what was outside and why my grandfather was like, "Are you okay? Are you going to be okay?" Like, I didn't know what I'd done. I still don't know what I've done. I still don't know what I did. Like, I did something. I don't know what I did, but I know that it took me probably the rest of the time I had that car to dig the grass out of the front end. I don't know what I did. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I did. All I know is it scared the shit out of my grandfather. And he made me quit working those late hours after that. I don't know what I did. I don't know how the fuck I got home. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And back then, like I lived in a gated community, but like it wasn't a gated community, if that makes sense. And there, like with our gated community, like there was 2 roads that were gated, and then the rest of it's not gated. But if you live in those 2 roads after 9 p.m., you have to go all the way into that area and take back roads to get to your house. So you have to put like an extra 15 minutes onto your way home after 9 p.m. Dude, I used to hate it, and then there was moments where I was like, hell yeah, I can do this. I can do this. Like, you know, especially when you're high. Like, yeah. And one of my favorite things to do was to smoke a joint and then go sleep in my room where it's surrounded by woods and crickets. Like, you open up my window, and it was the most peaceful fucking... I was growing up as a kid. Like, I'm not talking about all the other shit. I'm just talking about in my own zone. So hush. In my own little zone when nobody else is in there. In my own little zone. I gotta go fix my coffee before it gets cold. You want some? Here, have some. You're like, you're not supposed to smoke. Listen. Please don't get me for something that I did 20 fucking years ago. Like, I didn't even have kids back then. This is back in the 90s, dude. Like, seriously. Hold on. Because it will stay on. And, don't want that. Alright, so, I want to get off drugs. I want to do what's right. It's cool. Sober's the new fad, but it's not going anywhere. I'm telling you. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I already have 7 years. And we didn't have the stuff that I'm showing you. Doubt. A lot of new stuff has come out since I got sober. And I will tell you that the first 13 months that I was sober, I was on the Vivitrol shot. So, if you are in, which, from my understanding, you can go to the health department and get them for free. Or you can call a doctor's office. A lot of doctor's offices will give it to you for free if you'll follow through on their drug treatment program. It's a win-win. Anyway, so we're trying to switch out of doing drugs into doing things that are better for us. I've taken a lot of herbs. I smoked a lot of weed. I don't smoke as much as I did, but I still smoke a lot of weed. I thank God for weed. I'm not even gonna lie. I thank God for weed. Every day, I thank God for weed. Because I do have issues, and I do need something for it. And you're like, oh, listen. Please. I'm not at that spiritual experience yet where pain has left the building. I have pain. Not to mention, if you do your research, a lot of people who are in the spiritual realm deal with pain. A lot of people that are gifted, they deal with a lot of pain. It's just par for the course. Like, it's just part of it. Like, when you're, okay, for those of you who don't know, like, when you channel, you're pulling in other beings. Like, you're pulling in other beings. So it's not just your being in your body anymore. You have the spirit, the way of other beings on you as well. The thoughts, the feelings, and what they carry with them, and all the people that are around them. That's all weight that is put on your system. Mine comes through my back, and that's where most people's is. There's videos, if you guys don't know, get to know Dolores Claiborne, I think it's who it is. She has videos out there that can describe you some stuff on what it's like to be chosen. And when I say chosen, I don't mean the, I don't know what the fuck they've turned some of this shit into, dude, but, like, I am baffled at, like, the reality of it and what the media is making it. And I'm just like, no wonder people are confused. No wonder people are confused. Like, we're gonna dose real quick, and then we're gonna get into a subject, and we're gonna start talking esoteric stuff that as you sober up, you will experience, because most recovering addicts are given extra benefits, so to speak, to help bring other people out of the darkness. As you come into the light, you're gifted with more and more. And you're gifted with that because you're going to have to give more and more. Until everybody is sober. And you're like, you're a nag. And I'm like, a nag? Did you see that accident I showed you guys on I-40? That's not being a nag. I love you too. Yes, I have fans. I do, and I'm proud of it. I've earned it, and I'm grateful, and I hope that I'm helping you make a difference in your life and others. Seriously. No, I've got somebody that comes by here with a car that farts too. It's freaking awesome. Okay, this stuff is really sticky and it's really nasty. And it comes with little wooden spoons, like what you would get for ice cream. But I use this little metal thing that came with the last jar from a different company. This stuff right here, you will notice a difference within the first couple days. I'm on my second jar, my second month. And the benefits are extraordinary. I'm still having a few spots, but this is better than any mental medication they ever gave me. And it's only 20 bucks. This is called Shilajit, original Himalayan, 85 plus minerals, gold level. Alright. I know for some of you it's hard to hear that bad habits need to go, especially if you're older than I am and you've been drinking a lot longer than I did. You don't have any kids to lose, and everybody at work drinks too, so you got a lot to lose, and you feel like you don't really have a lot to gain. But I want to triple dog dare. Oh, I'm getting another dog. Oh yeah, I gotta get a house first. Fuck. A triple dog dare you. See. Are you ready? Here we go. Kids, you can put this in water. You don't have to do it like this. You're supposed to put it in your drink. But it takes me a long time to drink my drinks. Like, it'll take me 2 or 3 hours to drink that coffee. So, I gotta do it like this. Listen, if you can stick a needle in your vein, you can eat this shit. I'm gonna watch this out. Yeah. Gonna check real quick. You don't go to church anymore? Sad to see you fell away from the Lord. I didn't fall away. I was blessed with discernment. Why don't we read the book of Enoch? Why don't we use the name Yema in church? Why don't we talk about demons and spiritual warfare? Why can we build a new complex but can't buy a family's bill? Pay a family's bill. I've learned truth about my Savior by sitting in the quietness of his creation, just listening. Me too, dude. That was Anelia Aaron. Anyway, I wanted to check out. I told you guys earlier that I would show you oh my god. Listen. Okay, so my favorite peeps are not on right now. However, okay, you gotta check this one out. Now this one, she's more expensive, but her shit, the fuck, dude, listen. Okay. Oh shit. Where are you going? This is
You still have the blue crystal.
Highland Crystal. HIGHLAND underscore crystal.
I don't know.
That's pretty solid in there.
22.
Yeah, well,
And you
look
still
at
on
that.
live? Yeah, you can go search Highland Crystal and you. ANEW and you.
She's got a big old bowl. Asshole.
Blue elegance. Yeah.
It was me, I did it. She's got a big old bowl. That's full of big crystals. All different kinds of crystals. Look, there's a skull.
Hi, Crystal Wang. Hi, Crystal Wang. 他就是我，我要死 Crystal Wang。
Their scoops are $55.99.
That one is 28 skip that I buy. 28 skip. 28 skip, guys.
Look at the stuff that she's put in there.
550. 20 skip is over $1,000. 28 skip, you can do the math. 28 skip that I buy.
Okay, no problem, Vanessa. Yeah, but this one is 5 skip that I buy.
5 skip that I buy.
Yeah, but this one.
And if you guys order 25 skip in one order, you can get it for free.
Yes.
5 skip that I buy, Diana. 5 skip.
Yeah, if you guys want this one, that's also will thank you. No other freebie, but you can choose one 5 skip freebie.
Yeah. Strong. Yes. 很爽，很爽。
5 skip that I buy, and you can choose one 5 skip.
They get on there and they just keep pouring more crystals and like they're big crystals too. Like they're big crystals. Like just one of those. Those aren't cheap. That stuff's not cheap at all. Crystals aren't cheap. You may think like when you go to somebody's house and you see all those crystals, that shit ain't cheap. I've always had a thing for crystals. Like my grandma had crystals.
If you think it's too loud for you, can sweat up. Sweat up.
Look at that. Look at that. God, look at them towers. I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
If you place an order, guys, we can send out for this meat as freebie for you. Last 6 minutes for current guarantee, guys. Last 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. If you guys want anything, go for it, go for it. These towers are the current guarantee items. Ruby soy side, citron, and a 5 horse. 1, 2, 3 skip guarantee. How many for all those gifts? Please skip or just a gift? For the gift. Ellie, you have to buy 4 skips in one order. You get all of them. 3 skips to get all.
Anyway, listen.
Hi.
I'm a hood bitch,
Right now,
dude.
3 skip in one order is the best deal. Yeah. Crystal Way. Okay, basically it's my friend who's celebrating her birthday, trying to break.
She's
Green
one bit.
amethyst, Prenite, unicorn, and Mukai.
This is another one.
That's for our total order ending in 552. You can screenshot your order in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! This is person, I just love it. I'm glad, babes. Hey, there's a great basket for you guys. You're welcome, love. Congrats, babes.
This is Reiki
Lots of
Crystal
people popped up in your
Ultra.
order. Hey, if you guys want to get your orders in, now's the time, guys. We have so many beautiful SKUs just added into the bin. We can make some beautiful combos for you if you guys want. Order 1 scoop, order 2 scoop, order 3 scoop. No matter how many scoop, you also get some freebies as well. Look at that beautiful pyrite in here. Big old rose quartz. Peach moonstone flashy one there. Look at that. Do you guys see the silver flash on the peach moonstone? Yes, that pure amethyst is juicy. If you want to get in a scoop, order a scoop. I'll put in a scoop for you. Look at that black moonstone with peach inclusion. It's black and peach moonstone. If y'all like moonstone, we got a lot of moonstone. Look at that pure and dream amethyst in there. If y'all want more smoky citron, I got one more little smoky citron in there. I'm going to take it out because it's going to get scratched. You're gonna get scratched. But if you guys wanted a scoop, you just requested, okay? For those asking, was that African bloodstones for the winner? We do have a beautiful, high quality African bloodstone. You want that one in a scoop? We can definitely make a scoop with that inside for you. More stone
Listen.
life.
So they wanted it too.
Hey, goody.
I gotta turn that off. Listen. Woo! God damn, 11-11, y'all. Listen. I've always had a thing for crystals. Like I said, my grandma, she had all this china and all this crystal, and all I wanted was the crystal. That's all I wanted was the crystal. I didn't get any of it, but all I wanted was the crystal. That's all I wanted was the crystal. I've always had a thing for crystals. Like, just, I always have. I love my crystals, dude. I love my crystals. Ooh. Okay, this, let me show you how, like, okay, this right here, you see how big it is? And this right here, this right here, this right here, this right here, this, hold on a minute, I gotta remember. There's stones in my water. This whole bowl is full of stones, and they're like, they're not, some of them are small stones, but they're not like, and then I got more stones over here. That's $15. I paid $15 for all that. 15. It took 2 weeks to get here. So next month I'll be buying 2 scoops. I didn't find those channels until I'd already distributed. And I've got a package that'll be here in 2 days. Should be here. It's supposed to be here in 2 days. That I will show you that I got from another one. And this one was a ringer, dude. Like, I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to show you, like, I can't wait to show you. Yes, I want to fill my house with crystals. I want to go in my garden and I want to put crystals in my garden when I grow my stuff and my flowers, and put crystals around my trees as I grow them. That does make a difference for those of you who are interested. For those of you who do garden already, put crystals in that stuff. Put different kinds of crystals. That does add fluid to your, whatever you're growing. It add crystals to it. Now, for those of you who don't know, now you know. I'm going to show you something. Right, hold on. See that right there? I got in a fight when Sarah was a baby. Please don't come in my house disrespecting. I don't like to fight. And, she scratched me. I got her out of my house. But in the process, she scratched me. And ever since she scratched me, I cannot wear anything around my neck longer than a couple hours without breaking out. Sarah's 25 years old. Ever since then, I haven't been able to wear jewelry for very long. But what I'm about to show you, many of you can do this. All right. Go get you a box. Right now, the first box is under 30 bucks. Go get you a box. It's too hot here. It goes from too cold to too hot. And the reason I tell you to do that, to go get a box, is because that's not, and it's 20 bucks. It's 30 bucks. Anyway, this is amethyst. Now, I don't know if you'll get the same box as me or not, but this is black obsidian. Now, I also got a shawl. Which I should have over me now, but a little Buddha. Rose quartz wand. We're going to do this for meditation. Oh, rosemary oil. And this bracelet. Now again, I can't wear these, so I just put them around me. Like if I wear a collared shirt, I can, but you too. He's such a big baby. Yes, you are such a big baby. Such a big. Mm-hmm. Mm. Scooch your butts. Come on, get up here. Listen. We're just chilling for a little bit. That's it. No messages, no, this is just a moment of just chill. Like, just chill. Just chill. Oh my god. I gotta put some more in. What you doing? I have some more stuff coming over the next little bit. I got that coming on Monday, and then next week I should be getting my other package, and have something I'm going to show you guys when I get that package. Hey. Bubby's chasing your tail, and it's hitting me in the leg. Look at that. You feel better now? You know, sometimes you make me feel a little violated. I've never had such aggressive, loving cats. Like, they're not aggressive like me. They're like, let me love you. I'm just like, okay. I'm not even playing. They're like, let me love you. And I'm just like, dude, what? Mm. It's okay not to do anything. It's okay. I watched this video and it just popped in my head where it was this lady, she lives in a farmhouse. And my grandma used to be really like anal about stuff on the fridge. She used to be anal about stuff on the counters. She used to be anal about dirty anything. My grandma was anal about that shit, right? So this lady on the TikTok, she's it's okay for this, it's okay for that, it's okay. Talking about it's okay to be average, it's okay to have a messy house. And I used to say that to my grandma all the time, dude. Like she wanted the house to look like good housekeeping 24 hours a day. The only rooms that were not like good housekeeping are my mom's, my brother's, and mine. I mean, like, my grandfather, he couldn't hardly, the bed was not even cold from the removal of his body before she had that motherfucker made. Okay, like, it wasn't very often that you would walk in there out if, like, and it would not be made, by the time the sun came out, dude. Like, she was on that shit. She kept a clean house, buddy. I don't keep as clean of a house as she did. I don't keep a dirty house. My mom keeps a dirty house. My grandma kept a very clean house. I don't keep as clean a house as she did, but I keep a clean house. I like a lived-in house. I like a lived-in house. I don't want to feel like I have to tiptoe around being afraid to drop my own sweat on the ground. That's what it felt like sometimes, and I'm just not I'm not okay with that. I want people to feel welcome at my house, but if you flip ashes in my floor and there's an ashtray sitting next to you, I'm probably gonna politely ask you not to do that again, give you one more opportunity, and the next time you won't be welcome back in my house. You won't be welcome back in my house. They do that down south, and that shit drives me absolutely nuts. And they don't well, you gotta sweep it up anyway. They don't sell ashtrays at the store where you come from? I mean, like, last I checked, we live in the same town, so if they sell them where I come from, they sell them where you come from, and, they come in quite handy. Like, they do. I never understood that. I never understood that. I never understood that. And you can't smoke cigarettes in my house anymore anyway. But you can smoke all the weed you want to. I don't give a fuck. But you can't smoke cigarettes in my house. That's something my grandma would be proud of. She wouldn't be too much okay with the weed, but she'd be okay with the cigarettes. And she don't smoke anymore. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I do smoke cigarettes. See? I smoke. I smoke. I smell like a walk-in joint instead of nicotine now. So that's cool. But anyway, the reason I brought it up was it's okay to be sitting still. It's okay to sleep. It's okay to be aggravated. It's okay to not be around people. It's okay to want to be left alone. It's okay to not want to pick up the phone. It's okay to want to change your habits and the same TV shows don't interest you anymore. You're going to go through a lot of changes in your recovery. You're going to go through friends. I don't even remember names of the people that I met the first year of recovery. But then there's others that I do remember. Understand that while you're in recovery, especially the first 5 years, you're not meant to hang on to relationships. They're supposed to be in and out. They're feeding you information that is very valuable, and you're doing the same in return. But they're not meant to stick around. Most of the people that you meet the first 5 years of your recovery, they're not going to be around throughout. Also, the depth of function that you can get out of your recovery depends on your surroundings. So, if you want to thrive, then you need to get your environment of people that are around you now to start thriving as well if you're a leader in your group. Or you need to find a group that can lead you into that. It is very important that you stay motivated in something. I stay motivated in spirit, like spirit, my stones, my talking to y'all, making sure that y'all know, hey, even through the rough spots, sobriety is where I choose to be. Like, if there's anything that I can give you out of that, sobriety is where it's at. And it doesn't matter how old you are, how long you've been doing the drugs, what drugs you're doing, or why you're choosing to do them. It doesn't even matter that you could be one of those people like me, who your biggest problem was the shit they were prescribing. I understand. and you know you need something, you just don't know what it is, and about everything they offer, they tell you, oh, well, it'll help you out, but in order for it to help you out, it's going to cause you 100 more problems, and don't forget to run out your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want all that shit, and that's why I'm all about these herbs, and, like, it's a lot easier to put down a drink that you know doesn't have any side effects than it is to put down a pill that gives you side effects with, like, I used to be on all these different kind of fucking psych meds, dude. I was on a roller coaster like a motherfucker, man. Every 3 weeks, they were shifting my medicine. And they did this for almost 20 fucking years, dude. Fuck that. And they're talking, you don't need to be on them street drugs. And I'm like, I just smoke weed. What do you mean street drugs? What you're giving me is a lot more toxic than a fucking joint. Like, god damn. Now they encourage the weed. But back then, you know, when they were trying to shove all them fucking chemicals and the fucking all them different kinds of psych meds that they had. Listen, if it's out there, I've tried it. I'm almost sure. Unless it came out in the last 5 years, I've tried it. Listen, they had me on all that shit. Sober is where it's at. Sober is where it's at. Sober is where it's at. I'm talking about the psych meds too. Like, holy fuck, dude. That shit twists you up worse than it before you started taking that shit. Don't get on that fucking ketamine fucking IV shit either. That shit is dangerous. Do not IV use this shit. Have you not learned from what happens to the fucking heroin, the pill heads already? Like, don't do that to herbs, please. Please. Like, there's people out there that are too fucking lazy to take the time to do shit the way that it's supposed to be done and end up hurting themselves. You don't want that on your hands, man. Come on. I watch some beautiful fucking people take shit that they literally listen, and I was one of them. I got lucky though. I was blessed, dude. I was so fucking blessed because listen, Opanas, you're not supposed to shoot them motherfuckers. And people learned. I don't know how the fuck they learned it, but they learned how to shoot them motherfuckers. People started dying because the fucking material, that jelly stuff, started setting in their lungs and started making them sick, and they started dying of septic and fucking lung, like they're all like having issues back there and everything. And I'm just like, god damn, you laughing at me about telling you to get sober, and you're sitting there fucking friends dying, dropping like fucking flies, man. What the fuck are you talking? You need to get off that shit. You are not Godzilla, and you are not fucking exempt from disruption. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's like the last scene I have of being a junkie is everyone dying around me. And I didn't want to be next. I didn't. And I was hanging out with people that got on my nerves just for the drug. And I wasn't trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean now. I'm just saying they got on my nerves because they had all of these accesses to things that I had been fighting for. And they just shit all over it. And I'm just like, I don't want to be around these people anymore. I don't want to be around these people anymore. I don't want to be around these people anymore. Nobody's stopping them from existing. Nobody's banging down their fucking door screaming that something's wrong and there really isn't. Nobody's lying to your face and trying to say they're your friend. like all this shit that was going on, and I'm just like, I gotta get away from these people. I didn't leave this state until 2020, but boy, did I start learning lessons. Listen. Listen. Some would say the biggest mistake I made when I left Tennessee to come to Detroit the first time was leaving Detroit to go back to Tennessee. I won't make that mistake again. But I think I needed to do that in order to really get the closure that I needed. Because a lot of the people that I was attached to are not trying to go down the same roads I'm going. They're not. They didn't like me anyway. They didn't appreciate me. And things are better off with me not being there. I can still help you get sober if you need. But even being, which I'm when you get sober, when you've got a taste of sober, and I had that when I got here the first time in 2015, and when I went in rehab, and I really fucking gave it my all, dude. You start seeing things different. If you're somebody who's tried it for a couple days and you never make it past a couple days, keep trying. If you're that person, I've not been on here a minute. If you're that person that you can make it a couple weeks, but then you keep going back, keep trying. If you're that person that you can go about a month or two, keep trying. It will get better. It took me a long time, but I finally did it. But one of the biggest things that helped me was going to that rehab, was going into that rehab. But it wasn't just any rehab, because that was the last rehab I went in. That wasn't the first. I'd been in several rehabs before that. This just happened to be the one that worked. No matter where you go, like, everybody's different, and there's so many rehabs out there. You just pick and choose, you know, everyone is going to be different. I can tell you that if you don't feel like you fit in within the first few days, ask to be moved to a different one. And you can be moved to a different one. That needs to be known. If you're not comfortable at the rehab that you're at, they do network with other rehabs, and you can ask them to move you to another rehab, and it won't be a problem. I would highly suggest that if you're going to do this by yourself, that you at least go in for a 3 to 5 day detox. But if you want to do it by yourself, then do it by yourself. I did it by myself. This 7 years came from no rehabs, no meds. The meds that I took, the Vivitrol that I took, I was already 3 months clean when I started taking it. But I had found out that I had Hep C, and I knew I couldn't fuck around, and I had to stay sober. So it helped me. And they were all really proud of me. They were all really proud, you know. Hell yeah, this is the doctor's office. Like, I wouldn't get nobody's fucking handshake at home. But then, like, everybody's spitting in my face at home, but my doctors and my caseworker, they were all proud of me. I was like, hell yeah. Like, yeah. My caseworker thought I relapsed when I left the state. No, I left the state for multiple reasons. But one of the biggest reasons was I didn't want to relapse. I don't want to relapse. I don't want to hang out with people still doing drugs. I don't want to hang out with people who don't want to do nothing with themselves. Like, I want to be doing something that's... Like, I might sit at home all the time, but I'm learning something, I'm doing something. Even if I'm just sitting there scrolling through and playing Monopoly, that's doing something with myself. It's not slobbering all over myself and not fucking trying to have a thought in the world. I don't want that life, and I don't want to be around people that want that life. If you still want that life, I want you to take the opportunity to go look outside tomorrow. You might find you're missing something. These right here, that girl's not on there. But I just showed you 2 spots that you can get even bigger spheres or this size spheres. You pay $60 and you get a whole bunch of, you get bigger stuff. Like, I'm gonna show you the box I got, and then I'm gonna order one of these, and I'm gonna show you what I get from that scoop too. Yes, this stuff does help. Just setting it in your house and messing with it, you don't even have to really mess with it. Looking at it is contacting it. Touching it is contact. Putting it around stuff that you're around all the time is contact. Like, this stuff really does make a difference in your life. It really does. I don't know who's riding that four-wheeler in the middle of the night. These things really do make a difference. Like, this right here gets rid of chest pain. This is, highlight. Highlight. I didn't think this is highlight. And this is carnelian. If you are dealing and you don't want to, like, the thing about the scoops is, like, they'll give you, like, what color you like, or, you know, is there a specific stone you're looking for, and they'll make sure you get that one specific stone. I let them pick my stuff out for me. Like with mine, like that one is just scoops, and then there's some that you get like, you order one thing and they give you a whole scoop of, it's a whole basket. Like you order one little thing, and then they give you a whole basket full of stuff to go with it. Stones, like, listen, listen. For those of you who have big offices, 13731. I want you guys to build a garden center type atmosphere room in your offices where people can go chill, and it's like it looks and feels like you're sitting in a garden. I know not every place can do that, but I want the places that can do that to do that. I want you to encourage sobriety. In fact, when you go out to eat for your dinner parties, start getting sparkling mineral water or juices. Did you know juices can and will bless your contracts? And spirits can and will cause issues in some contracts. And you're like, but some spirits they become spirits when they are fermented. I'm talking about the fresh stuff. The stuff before death. Think about it. I challenge you, business owners, to begin utilizing a sober community with addiction specialists available if necessary. There are plenty of programs that you can do as a team, and I would highly encourage it, especially, I know you don't want to hear this right now, but war is at our door, and I would love to see us sober enough to be able to know what the fuck we need to do to save ourselves. The more people that there are sober, the more people there are that can make better decisions to be able to utilize a peaceful environment. Please, take the time to plaster fruits and veggies on your walls instead of new types of dope to thrill the buzz. I truly, truly, truly believe it is time this year to do that. If you own a company, and your drinkers, I encourage you to shift your vibration into non-drinkers, non-drug dealers. And I want you to start posting with the money that you save by not drinking. I want you guys to be able to go out on a trip that you plan 6 months from now, and then another one in a year. Okay? You don't have to quit doing the drugs and drinking by themselves, like together. You don't have to. I would highly suggest it. I would highly recommend it looking back, because when you stop doing the drugs, you lean on the alcohol. And the alcohol just makes it harder for you to clean your act up. So, like my stuff is stair step. I didn't quit smoking cigarettes until after I quit smoking alcohol or drinking alcohol. But doing it together, especially as a team, when walking in, like, it makes it so much easier when you're walking into the same kind of people. You're all going through the same thing. You're all compassionate and empathic. You're like, but what about the business? I promise you, as a team, getting sober, God will protect you. And He will flatter you with blessings upon blessings upon blessings in spaces that you didn't know existed. If you just get your teams together and start providing a higher self to your purpose, whatever it is, it's going to work out. These late nights that you stay up, 1, 4, 3, 4, 4, something is moving up. And in order for you to do that, it's going to take you providing for the entire team, not just for yourself. And the first thing that you're going to need to do is help them sober up. Bam! There's Brother Michael right there. Listen. It says, this is Healing and Beyond. So if you love Reiki, check this dude out. Your stress, anxiety, and low vibes will not stand a chance. That's what dinged when I said that. Check it out, you guys. Listen, I'm going to get off here and do my Reiki. I think I'm going to spend the day. I didn't know it was Saturday. So I'm going to spend my day Reikiing and blowing smoke, staying sober, and sending you love, light energy to help you along your moments of getting sober, being sober, and pushing others to get sober. Why? Because we're better than that. Who are we? Loved ones. What are we here for? Loving others. How can we do that? Sobering up. From my house to yours, I send you so much love, light, life, and kisses, y'all.